I'm going to see if I can stream while I have 3 different Adobe programs open at the same time.
Well, you're going to cause a fire, a house fire.
I know, seriously. Yeah. So we'll see if my computer. Lately, I've got tons of memory, but every once in a while, like once or twice a week, my screens will all flash as if it was like a power outage, and it's just like I'm out of memory. Like it. It's the weirdest. Anyway. Yeah. So
I use Flash.
Right. The nice thing about the way you do it is I imagine when you're using software that was built in 1963, it's not super taxing on your computer.
No, I can do my nails. I can run a hairdryer off of my laptop. I can do all kinds of stuff.
Because you and your hairdryer.
Except panning shots. Then my computer, it chokes my program.
Yeah.
But other than that.
Okay, are you ready for the best theme song that's ever been written?
Ready. Let me get my stereo phone.
This is the show who Jim Lujan and Cory Kerr collaborate live.
Can we do a making of just that theme song?
Yeah, it's just me going, crap, I don't have any music, and then I made it up in like 2 seconds. I think I have it. I recorded it to like Audacity straight from my mic with no effects or anything.
By the way, I just want to say I've been watching a lot of how-to things this weekend on YouTube, and it's like I feel like there's a factory that just goes with they all kind of use the same music and have the same, hey guys, blah, 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 and everything's super clean and super, polished with this. I feel like I'm shopping in like a Bed Bath and Body Works kind of feel.
Right.
Which is good when you're having trouble and you want something relaxing to fix your problems. You're going to see how to fix something, but it's also when you just want to answer really quick, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Because when they do the whole like and subscribe, but that internet, those kids with their internets.
The funny thing about those type of videos is I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is beside the point, but I feel like if you are there to figure out how to like fix that one very specific problem with your toilet, or whatever, you're not going to follow that channel or like the video or what. You're there for a problem that hopefully will never reoccur. There's no reason. I don't understand why people make those videos.
Yeah. Well,
because like I get it when somebody's like, I'm gonna make a bunch of tutorial videos on After Effects or whatever, and I'm learning After Effects, and so I want to subscribe to that person so that I see all their videos. But like, if I have to fix my toilet, I'm not learning to become a plumber, and if I am learning to become a plumber, I shouldn't be doing that off of YouTube.
Yeah, true. That's why we keep our videos chaotic and just unprepared. And we just show you as we're doing things live, period.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I actually, my first is kind of, it's in our, I uploaded, I don't know, maybe 4 new shots.
Yeah.
With all of the elements. I'm sure that you'll see something in there. You're probably going to see something where you want to try a trick, and then you'll cut a layer or do something. But they're pretty basic elements. I did one of a close up of Wayne, our hero. And for the viewers, if you've been following, you may have heard this before. Whenever I send Cory a shot, like let's say the body's going to have different poses and the arms are cut up or whatever. The head, I just use a flat copy and paste a face of the character, because if I drag that face in there, it's got 1,000 layers in it. And Cory, and I'm using Procreate to do this, so you can't really do that in Procreate. Can't drag. So I use like a head placeholder, except for these are the actual girls. So let's see where we're at. Where we're at with some of the shots.
Okay. So what I've got is I've got controls for each of these girls. And so like I've got D head, D left arm, D right arm, and D eyes. So I can come in here and I can move this control around and it moves her eyes.
I love that.
Or I can move this. And what I like about what I did here is the hair kind of moves
Wow.
a little bit.
That's
Because we separate that on the layer. So that goes up and down. And then her arms, I can move those. And so the nice thing is you can just, you can just do this all in one layer. So that's that. And then with her, we have head movement. Notice her necklace moves a little bit.
Yeah.
So she goes up and down. Her necklace goes up and down, right and left.
That's awesome.
And then her arm moves a little bit as well. And her eyes. And I love, as I was doing this, I loved rolling their eyes.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So there's that. And then she didn't have a lot of moving parts. So she just moved her head or her eyes. Because she wasn't that separated, which is fine. So that's that. And then that ends up in, oh, and then he's got this. So then I've got this shot.
Cory, are we going to add bottles on the table too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is just the rig. So his arm goes up and over. And this must have been one of the earlier ones you made because I had to basically redo his arm.
I think.
Anyway, so I've learned that the best YouTube shows have one of the hosts that talk with a pen in their mouth so that no one can understand what's going on. But anyway, so this rig is fun because when he moves his arm to the right I can extend his arm or rotate his arm. So when I go up and down, he rotates his arm. And when I go right or left, he extends it. And so I can have him extend and rotate up, or I can have him come down. And so I can just move that around with one control. So that's kind of nice. So he'll just be kind of talking, moving that around, and then the girls will be kind of reacting. So that's done. Then I also did this one. Don't save. Okay, so here's the. Let me change this to one view. So here's the bartender guy, and this is the same shot as the big panning shot, right?
Yes.
I just zoomed the camera in, so it comes past this guy, and I just copied it and then changed the camera up. So he comes in, and he kind of goes, no, and so it starts right about here, no, and then he kind of does that. But what I did is because I wasn't sure what the dialogue was yet.
Yeah.
So I rendered him. With his mouth moving, and with his mouth not moving. So it's the same exact thing, but here he is talking.
Yeah.
Thing. Blah, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Okay. But here's what I wanted to do with that is this will be in my
yeah, we're getting into the lip sync territory now where we got I think I have like 90% of the dialogue done. Maybe one character I need to do a voice for. But yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a method that doesn't murder you.
Okay, so here's one suggestion for a non-murderous method. Let me unlink and delete and unlink. delete, and then I put one of these on top of the other. Okay, so let's zoom in. So here's my idea. Let's go to editing. Okay, so you'll notice that he just talks. Well, I'm going to cut both of these.
So you have the audio track too. You know that, right?
Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet.
Okay.
Because I wanted to experiment with this. So if I grab these guys, so basically, let's say that he's talking, and then there's a break in him talking. What I have here is I have this layer on top is the layer of him talking.
Okay.
And the layer underneath is him not talking.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I go like this, and I cut this layer.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I just make a little gap.
So you're like turning things on and off. Oh, I see. And he's doing.
So since it's the exact same thing, he just stops talking and then starts talking.
I gotcha. Yeah. So you're just turning things on and off, and then when you get the audio file, you just match where you cut out.
So you just look at the gaps, and then he will talk, not talk, and then I can have him like not talk or talk for days.
Yes. Wow, that's really good. Yeah.
So that's like an easy one because he's kind of far away from the camera. But I mean, basically, that might be one where I just give you these two and let you have at it. Because that's basically how it works. Is you just put those gaps in where there's gaps in the sound, and he'll move his mouth.
Okay.
And then the top layer's there. That's what I was thinking as far as like, and the way that I did that is I just have the same exact start and end point selection.
Mm-hmm.
And I rendered one out, and then without changing anything other than hiding the moving mouth layer, I rendered it out again. So they're exactly the same. So you just
okay.
There's no like, you don't have to like eyeball it and sync them up. They're exactly the same. Put them right up against each other, and then you can cut them up.
Okay. Could do that.
Cool. Let's see. Then I also did that might be it.
So the bartenders actually.
Yeah, this is an older one. Sorry, go ahead.
The bartender's actually pretty much ready to go, except I can't. I guess I could do it by itself. I was going to animate it as I got into the timeline, but I'll figure that out. But we have everything we need for the bartender to do that.
Yeah, so I'll show you progress on the storyboards.
Yeah, so maybe let me think this out. Because what I normally do in Flash is when I'm doing stuff using my old method in Flash, do a shot at a time of them talking. But in this case, I would be doing it in my editing program and just do it a shot at a time. And just maybe I reuse that canvas so I don't have 1,000 projects. You know?
Oh, right, yeah.
Just do one at a time. When I get the talking, when I'm happy with it, then I can have I can take those files and make one master file. All right, that'll work. You do that.
So these are the shots that I've got done. If they're red, then they're totally rendered and done.
Mm-hmm.
If they're red-blue, then they're set up and everything is good, except they need lip sync.
Okay.
Blue is set up and like everything's rigged, but nothing is animated. Like, so this shot here, I've got this totally done. This oh, it's not drawing anything. This one here, I've got this one totally done, but I haven't animated anything, and so I have them rigged and the scene is set up.
That's the one we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do that one. If it's gonna be the same method as the bartender method, or they're going back and forth because I don't even necessarily know exactly the order yet. We'd have to figure that out. Who says what? You know. So
what we could do is let me change colors to something else. so these two scenes, they're the same scene and the same rig and everything. I just have two different cameras. And so what we can do is very similar to the other one. And this is typically how I'll do stuff where I'm not sure how I want to edit it. Is I will render out like 3 to 6 different angles or shots of that conversation and just do all the lip sync one time and then render out all 6 of those. And then I have those in the editing. I can cut back and forth. Because this second shot, let me just go back to this. It's just the same. My Cintiq is on its last legs. It's like, oh, what the just happened? Cool, I just lost. Oh, that's Premiere. That's why I'm dumb. Go here into the program I thought I was in and go girls front table.
It would be great if there's an animation student watching right now saying, guys, I want to do the lip syncs for you.
Yeah, seriously. I want to do all this. So there's this shot, and then I just added a camera. And that camera is the same shot, but it's a different angle. And so at any point in time, I can come in after we've got this all animated. And I can say, you know, let's just look here really close and just look at these two's reactions or just these two. And then we can render that out as well without changing anything. And it'll be the same as the first thing that I said. You just stack those up.
What about the lip sync? That's what I'm saying in the editing of the scene. So if one person's saying one thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's, I don't get how we're going to match. Like if somebody's talking and if you're doing this, like a different shot like this, I mean, I could do it on my editing program, but I mean, like applicable to this, I don't know how that fits.
So there's, let me draw a couple ideas. Okay, so let me get a new, I'll just fill this in with white or something. Black is good. Make me feel like I'm drawing on a chalkboard. Okay, so what I'm thinking is one idea. Here's idea number one.
Okay.
Is I render out a bunch of scenes. Okay, and just like before, so these are all the same scene, but from different angles. So we got like A, B, C, whatever. But you go in and you're like, I want to look at this other scene. So you just let's do this smarter. Let's be smarter than the software. So you just cut that part out, so you can see down, right? And then you come over here and you're like, I want to see to the bottom here. So you just cut all the way down. That's one way, okay? But it doesn't solve the problem of their mouths moving. Basically, I might have one where D's talking, one where V's talking, and one where whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's one option. I don't like that option as much.
That option doesn't actually work on my end either because I don't use Premiere, and I only have 2 layers to mess with.
Wait, you only have 2 layers?
Yeah. On my editing program, I only have 2 layers.
How do you function in life, Jim? I
can add multiple I only have 2 video layers.
Right.
iMovie. I'm using iMovie.
Yeah. And it limits you to 2 layers.
Yeah, you can't have like you can have a main layer and you can have a layer on top of that layer. But you can't have a layer on top of a layer on top of a layer. You know what I mean? Like that.
Well, probably none of this is going to work then.
Well, that would work. But if it's 2 layers, like the bartender would work. But if it's multiple, it wouldn't work.
Okay, then this could still work.
Okay.
So here's my idea. my idea is, I can dust this thing, is you have the same shot, and you have two versions of this shot. Okay, so there's the talking version, and the not talking version of both shots. And it's all three of them talking at the same time and all three of them not talking at the same time. And then you would just go in and mask it.
I don't know. I don't know how to do that. What is that?
Well, so basically, like if I had, I'll make this a little bit easier. So if I've got my, I'm not explaining this well. I got my red layer, okay, and then blue layer. And they're the same layer, but then I would just go in and say that the red layer is talking, the blue layer is not talking. Go in and just cut out a part of the blue layer so you can see the red layer show through. And then on the next scene, I would just, or when somebody else starts talking, I would just cut out where she is.
Can you do that in iMovie?
I have no idea. I haven't used iMovie in like.
I don't know. If you can, I'm unaware. I don't know. It's really basic. I mean, there's things you can do in it that I love, and it is kind of nice having it very basic because then you don't get to, like, you concentrate more on the timing of things, and simplicity,
right?
Than tricks. But I don't know. Like, you can do that in iMovie.
Do you have an iPad?
Yeah, I do.
Because you could do this in a program called LumaFusion. LumaFusion is like a $10 video editing program. It's like $10 one time.
It seems like we're doing a lot of work not to do a little work, though. Actually, I think the smartest thing would be to sit down and decide if this line, then this line, then this line in this shot. But what we would have to do is we couldn't get fancy. Like, it'd be very difficult to, like, okay, she's going to start talking here and then it cuts back and forth. You know what I mean? We're going to, we'd have to plan out the shots.
Yeah.
As much as I hate doing lip sync, this isn't a way of me getting out of it. I'm just saying, like, the quickest solution would be to use this solution, but use it a shot at a time.
Yeah. Well, we could do an animatic. So what if you just
that would be good. Yeah.
What if you just cut together how you want it to go with
images? That's perfect. Yeah. I 100% can do that. Like, I can provide you with an animatic and then
I can just render out. I'll just render a couple seconds on tops and tails of each of those scenes. So
that would be perfect.
A little bit of leeway.
That's totally fair, because then I'm giving you, like, here's the exact timing of, I didn't even think about that. Here's the exact timing of everything. Here's the shot. And here's, like, if it's a close-up, here's a close-up, or whatever. That would be a good idea.
Because I still think I would want to do it this way.
No, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. Because then you're just going, I get it. Especially when you're using multiple layers, you turn on this, everyone else is off and this person's on. Then you're just matching audio files. And then I could also, through the animatic, I can also give you the timing. If one person's talking and another person's saying something underneath a little bit, you can see that. Yeah. All right. And then to come to our lazier sides, our smarter sides, then with the animatic, I could say, look, Cory, I cut away from that shot. We're not animating anything here. Because
that's a big concern that I have is I don't want to animate 100% of the scene when we're going to only show 60% of it and hear 100% of it.
So what Jim is learning is that when you're working with others, you have to come up with a method that doesn't drive them insane. That's what I'm learning. Because when I'm working by myself, it's like, oh, I know I don't need an animatic. I don't need storyboards.
Right, because you can just do it yourself.
You're like, okay, I get it. Yeah, that's totally fair, because the extra work that I'll do in putting together an animatic and timing it and everything is equal to about 75% of what you're doing with the lip sync, because lip sync is still more painful than that.
Yeah.
But it's more fair. Then you're not doing all the heavy lifting with this. You're just matching.
Yeah, and the lip sync would be really straightforward if we do it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, because really I'm just going to set up. I'll have to learn how to do this, but I know this is possible. I think you can, in Premiere, you can edit on the fly a multi-camera shoot. So if I was like editing live, some award show, and I had 5 cameras, I could just, as I was watching it, just tap a button.
Wow.
That's really cool. Okay. And so I could probably make like 6 cameras and have 2 different shots on each of the 3 girls, and just have like a wide shot or a close shot of them talking or not. And then I could just when they're doing it, I could just tap as I go. I bet that would take a little bit of time to set up, but then after I set it up, I bet it's fast.
Okay. Well, having an animatic too as a roadmap is going to make a huge difference.
Yeah, because I'll literally put the animatic down as a layer, and then just go right over the top.
Right. So what I need to do then is, for the next step, what needs to happen before the animatic happens is I need to, if not create the art for the entire piece, I need to have at least create the shots for the entire piece. So some of them could be more storyboard place fillers and stuff like that.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do that. And then, then we'll have a good sense. And then that's great, because that'll give me an opportunity to really get the dialogue where I want it. And, I have everyone's dialogue, by the way, except for mine. I actually have Wayne's, Unchained Wayne's dialogue done, but I have to do the third friend, the one that doesn't move that much. So I love the way the other bartender looks great.
It was fun to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one was easy because I can just turn him on and off on here. Like right here, that keyframe that just turns this hand off and turns the other one on.
Wow. That's really cool.
Anyway.
That's awesome.
His towel moves and his necklace moves, all with an equation that's linked to his head movement. So
that's so funny. It looks great, man. It looks really great. So you know what, Cory? I'm having a lot of. It's difficult in certain ways, but it's fun, and it's fun when we have breakthroughs. Especially the breakthroughs make it worth it. But but this is also teaching us that this would kill you if you had to literally animate all the time. Like, Cory, we got picked up by Fuse. We got picked up by Cartoon Network. HBO Max wants a 15 episode series, Cory. It's like, just kill him now. Just murder Cory now. You need a team for this heavy production.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean, even these little bite-sized things, it's a lot of work for you. I could tell.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but it is great to have a breakthrough. It is amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. But I was also thinking with the same technique I was thinking it might work with the other one, but then I just thought it through as I was talking it won't. Because one of the things that we've got is, do I not have that? Is that this one? Yeah. So this one, even though I'm not matching his mouth up, it would be weird if there was a jump cut to him with a closed mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Because everything's actually moving.
So with this guy, you're just with the Jock Bro guy. Are you going to do the old school
Yeah. So I'm going to go in and delete keyframes in between words, because this is just a bunch of keyframes that I've strung out in a big row. And I'll delete keyframes in between words and replace them with a closed mouth. So it'll be kind of time consuming. Still easier than trying to get, his lips to, when he does an F or when he does an M. I'm still not matching it up because he's just gonna flap his mouth. But
yeah. So
not as easy as he's turning it on and turning it off.
What we're really teaching people with this is that lip sync is horrible.
Yeah, don't. What we're really teaching people is don't have dialogue in your cartoons.
Can I upload a file through StreamYard to you right now for you to show online? Or on our show?
I don't know. Do you have the option over on the right? If not, you can give it to me on Drive and I can put it up.
Okay, let's see.
You can share it. Can you share it on your screen?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to share. This is the big reveal for the title of the short.
Yes.
Okay. Ready? Share screen. Share application window, because that's what I have open here. And here we go. Is it sharing yet?
And there. An Unchained Aggression.
That is the title of the short. And
I like how we're calling this an experiment and not a...
It is an experiment because we're just learning. Like we don't have a purpose for this. Ideally, best case scenario is we do this and some big cat with money sees it and goes, "That's what we want to do. Let's put this on TV, boys." Yes. And then Cory is slaving away by himself, animating everything. And I'm in the Bahamas, and I have a team of artists working on it. And I don't have a plan after that, Cory.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sounds fair.
What I've learned is that people talk entirely too much in your cartoons.
Yes.
That's just how I feel right now.
That's what you do when you don't have heavy movement or almost any movement.
No, I mean, it's great. It's awesome. I love watching them. And
yeah.
I think people respond to that more than nothing but movement. Silent films are kind of hard to watch. Well,
also, you hit a home run when you said animatic. It's so funny because I used to do animatic cartoons only. And I wasn't even thinking, I'm thinking the way I work which is I barely storyboard anything out, and I barely plan out the dialogue, and I barely, but when you're working with another human being, you have to be on the same page, and you have to have a map. You can't just go hiking. Let's go hiking. Where? That way.
Yeah. We'll just head out. Meet me in the mountains.
Yeah, we're going to the mountain. Cory, I'm going to be in the mountains. Can you come meet me? Okay, I'll see. When am I going? I'm going when it's hot.
I just realized that this entire show, my microphone wasn't near my mouth. It was near my mouth.
Hear you. We can hear you good.
Okay.
Yeah, totally hear you. Yeah.
All right.
So this is awesome. So what do we learn? We learned the title of this short is An Unchained Aggression. We learned that I'm going to do an animatic for timing and feel and everything. And then we learned Cory's going to do a lot of creatine, caffeine, just certain IV injections, just different things to keep him going so he can do the lip sync on certain parts. But do you feel a little bit better about the layer, the bartender method?
Yeah, that helps a little bit.
Okay.
And I mean, I can still get you stuff because you have 2 layers. So now that I know that,
mm-hmm.
I can keep it so that you have.
Yeah, there can be certain scenes I absolutely can animate, like the close-ups when it's one person. Totally can do that. Except for there's going to be this is the chat. Oh no, it'll work because there's certain if we're doing an animatic and you have the dialogue. If somebody's talking to the camera, they go, "Hey, you get out of there," and it's an animatic like that. Hey, you get out of there. You can kind of use your judgment to the acting of it.
And I can still give you 2 video files of that same thing, one talking and one not.
Right. I like it.
I had a question about this. Did I miss something, or are we missing this angle of that character? Let me zoom in on it.
I was thinking that we could just reuse the artwork we had because we have the ladies at the table. Remember the legs? I drew the legs. We have the backs of everybody.
Well, no, that's what I'm looking for. Is the only back of Jockbro that I have is
A 3/4 view.
the 3/4 view, and
Oh,
he's not, unless I'm wrong, because I have him Jockbro 3/4 arm grab. I've got him standing like that.
Okay, so you need one of him just standing there with the. Okay, I got you. I'll get you that.
And then do I have these guys like that too? Do I have these?
Let me check here real quick. I'm look at my files. Let us see here.
Because I've got Side Curtis.
That's another great band name.
Yep. He's just my Side Curtis. And then I've got these two from the front, but I don't have any of them from the back. Unless I missed the file.
Baby got back. You will get that today.
Okay.
So I'll do those. I'll send you those later today. Yeah, because I don't see them on my folder. Yeah, I just got this. Okay, so cool.
Okay, let me see if I'm missing anything else. And then these guys, I don't know why I'm using this light translucent gray. But these guys right here, is that the two on the side?
Let me use it. Yes, those are his. And then I've got to give you front faces too, or those people in the front. I'll send you those too.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is those guys in the front?
Yeah, I'll get you those. And then you already have background people if you need them
Yep,
or anything.
I've got everything else. I've got the girls at the table. What is the file named with their legs?
Let me look here. It is. Okay, it is. I'm looking through my files. Because you know it exists, right? We saw it.
Yeah.
It might be Far Shot Table. Yeah, it's Far Shot. Is it? No, that doesn't have their legs on it. Boy, where is it? I will double check. If I can't find it for any reason, I'll just resend it because I have it on my iPad.
Okay.
And then I'll call it.
Yeah, this is all I have for Far Shot Table. It's just Denise's arm.
Yeah, I probably have it on my iPad, just haven't uploaded. I'll do that. I wish there was a way to upload from my iPad to the Google thing. That would be nice. Actually, I don't have any PSDs saved on my iPad. I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so never mind. I'll just do it from my. Okay, so I'll get.
And then it's
get the animatic. No, the animatic again. We have at least another couple weeks of assembling elements before I even really start the animatic.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I might be able to start it sooner. That might even actually be a smart idea to start it sooner because then I would give me a roadmap of what I need to draw. So maybe I'll do that. All right. That'll be one of the things I work on quick. It's an animatic. And also, I internally changed something about this short. Instead of making this short El Paso, Texas, I was thinking of making it take place in Austin, Texas.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, I think the crowd's more diverse in this one, I would think. I've never been in El Paso, though, so who knows? But I know Austin's kind of a little bit more diverse.
Trying to get. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so I got their mouths. And I'm still having to duplicate all the layers and everything because they're still like kind of transparent.
I went into Procreate and I fixed something on my pen which makes the lines darker. So hopefully that'll solve itself. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Did you have to do it on this guy? Do you remember?
I haven't done this one yet. So let me see.
The lines are okay because I might have drawn this guy with the new.
Yeah, they're okay. Other than you've got black on one hand and blue on the other hand.
Do I really? I thought that I messed up somewhere there. Yeah, I thought I fixed that. I guess I didn't save it as fixed.
Yeah, it's not the big of a deal. I don't think anybody will notice.
they're going to be like, except for that blue line, this was the best film I've ever seen in my life.
Everything except for that.
Yeah. So go back, like that shot right there was for the audience. His head is one of those stunt heads that I used. It's just I copied and pasted that head. It's a flat layer, you know. Yeah. And I'm assuming it's easy enough for you to drag in that other full. Okay, good, because everything's attached.
Yeah, because
it's a nightmare in Procreate. It's a nightmare having to. I'd have to go into that other layer and drag each layer, like close. Yeah. It's a mess. Yeah, they need to fix that. So.
Yeah, that's the one thing about the iPad that I'm not super happy with is getting things onto and off of the iPad is just a nightmare.
Well, yeah, and not only that, but even between. Here's a little behind the scenes. Even between. Okay, let's say I had a hat that I wanted to wear, and the hat's in a different file.
Yeah.
To toggle between the files on Procreate, you have to close one art piece and open up the other, go in there, find the layer, copy it, close that layer, go back into the other layer, open it up, and then paste it for everything. Yeah. And there's 1,000 layers. So that's why, that's why the stunt heads come in handy. And sometimes we use them.
So I had a question about this.
Yes.
As I was going through the layers, it looks like we've got him ripping his shirt off.
That's right. That's what we needed to talk about. Yes. This may work wonderfully, or it may be a horrible experiment, but I have it where there's two arms like this, the two hands like this.
Yeah.
Separate. And I was thinking if you chain those to each half of the shirt, and then start it to pull that way and then cut to that, it might look like he ripped it. Although, if this was a Cory Kerr creation, you'd have the shirt like going like this, you know.
Yeah.
But I figured it's going to be so fast, and I was so tired.
Right. So my question, I guess, is he is gonna. You do want to see him pull a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I could start. Do I have hands that are doing this?
Yeah. They should be on there.
Okay.
What you don't see, though, we're not going to see his hands coming up and going like that. He's going to already be in that pose. He's
sure.
Gonna, you know.
So these two, let me get rid of this. These two attach. And we'll see him pull, and we'll see the shirt start to rip, and then I'll jump cut to it ripped.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
I was hoping we could draw all of the in-betweens in between.
Yeah. What we'll do is we'll do like a Ren and Stimpy close-up of like each fiber breaking in the shirt. There'll be like a worm like crawling through it and a nose hair or something.
Yeah. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that ripple shot too, how it's gonna look. Yeah. This is gonna be like a 3-punch fight, by the way. It's not gonna be a long fight.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be no counter punches or
instead of a long fight, you've added 22 minutes of dialogue that we have to lip sync.
Build up to the fight. It's not the fight people come to see. It's the hype. So
yeah. Okay, so I should be able to do that really fast. That I don't think that will be a problem. And you've got body no arms.
Use the shirt ripping filter.
Yes, I will just click the shirt ripping button. Yeah, that should work just fine.
Okay. All right.
And then are we doing these background characters like they're just not moving?
Some of them are attached. Like those two girls, I think, are on one layer, so they're not really moving. They can maybe tiny tremble. The ones that are separate can kind of like, you know.
Okay.
They're not going to be going like this. Yeah. That's when you have 3 or 4 of the guys on the crew. In our crew, that's when you have a team of people.
I want like a Street Fighter background where like they just do one animation of the guy. Like
pretty much, yeah.
He does that for 20 minutes.
That's the magic of editing comes in. So
yeah.
But
and I noticed the naughty boy.
Oh yeah.
Background. It's nice.
And then I did something here that I'm going to start doing in my cartoons. I wrote Marcus on the wall. That's a tribute to my dog. My dog up in heaven now. So, but you know what, Cory? One of the things I find myself a lot of in my movies, I find my characters in alleys a lot, in back alleys, and one of the challenges I'm having is, it's easy enough to draw a back alley when you're looking into the alley because it's usually a dead end or there's a building right there. But when you're looking out into the street, I find that's the biggest challenge because I never know what the back buildings should look like the buildings across the street. It's weird. And they all kind of end up looking sort of the same. I've never really had a big breakthrough with that. But and I've done lots of, I need to start hanging out in alleys more.
I've been meaning to mention that's probably lacking in your life.
Yeah.
See, where I live, the alleys are just as safe as everywhere else because there's just not much that goes on here.
When we get back from the mountains, we need to talk about that.
This is probably overkill, but that's my middle name. If you do ever get into After Effects, you could set up a 3D scene and move a camera around in it. It'd be really easy because everything's just a flat layer. Put up your 2 brick walls, and then perpendicular to that, you'd have your street scene, and your camera could give one of those big like it's on a 55-foot jib arm crane, just
that's insane. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, one of the things I didn't do on this, Cory, and I could hear Cory's voice in my earpiece when I was creating this. I didn't cut up the shadow characters to different layers. Yeah. If you want to do that, if you want to circle a couple, you're welcome to. I just hadn't done it. I forgot. I purposely forgot to do it.
Yeah. I noticed this. Is this?
Oh yeah, is that a mistake or is that on the underlayer? I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what it is? That's a mistake.
What?
That's our first mistake.
My world is shattered.
Wow.
So I can just come in and
it's totally erased.
I can just come in and kind of bloop, paint that out. That looks better.
What would be really great is if we could put some kind of secret message in this cartoon in the background characters. Like if you give one of them horns or something, they're like, see, this cartoon, I told you. You see? These guys are up in
the fabric of America.
Yes.
See, the real value in the marketing of that would be you could have people boycott the cartoon, and then
I know. We could have more people boycotting it than actually watch it.
Yeah, we should just get the angry soccer moms.
I didn't think about that. Okay, let's do it. You notice none of these people are wearing masks.
That's
saw that. Yes, there's that.
Yeah.
Couldn't resist. Oh, the other challenge I was having is I drew all these background characters, and then I'm like, shoot, when Wayne's from his perspective, I mean, we're looking at Wayne, you're going to have to see those people in the background. But luckily, the file was big enough where I could just use them again. I reused them. But the real challenge, again, is behind Jock Bro. I had to create a bunch of new ones and reuse a bunch of artwork. And you could just have the people change every shot that don't exist. And,
I don't think there's going to be continuity.
I don't either. I at least wanted there to be a somewhat of it. I'm pretty good about that usually.
Yeah, I mean they
were the same exact drawings. Yeah.
I mean, the Black Amish guy, you know, he's going to stand out like a sore thumb.
You know, I heard that Black Amish opened for Side Curtis a few years ago in Austin.
Right, yeah, it was a good concert. It got a little wild at the end, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Side Curtis. I love that. It's hilarious.
Okay, let me see. Bartender. Did that one. Wayne Alley up close. That's the ripping one. I'll do that. Alley overhead. Girls' mouths. Storyboard. Wayne side back. What is this? Oh, right. Yeah, I got him. Okay.
Okay.
And this is the one we're going to use for him
in the bar. Yeah.
And then
I'll probably reuse a side shot at some point in the outside when he's talking to him too, or something. But that's where the animatic will come in. So that's the animatic. There won't be any surprises. If a shot doesn't exist, I have to create it.
Right.
We'll know it. Yeah.
And this one, I need. We're on the wrong layer. I need this guy, and I need this guy.
Oh, you have that guy.
Which one?
The pain hold. I thought I uploaded that one. Let me see here.
I might not have downloaded it yet because I have this one, but I don't have him facing
different one than that. I thought I did it. Again, going to the iPad. I'll look for it.
This has got to be one of the most helpful episodes for me, but also the most boring to watch. This is where people realize maybe I don't want to go into animation.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's kind of funny, interesting that the difference between doing when I work on my stuff by myself, it's similar to what we're doing here, but
you don't have to have long conversations with somebody else. You can just
there's no for one, there's really no heavy storyboarding and plotting out. It's what it is. Everything's done on a microcosm. So like if I have the scene of them at the bar fighting, I know like it's just 3 shots at a time. What's the next 3 shots? So I'm building it as I go, 3 shots at a time or so.
Right.
With this one we have to really think out, and then But
so this is the drive that I've got. Oh, there we go. So I've got Jack Bro close up.
Mm-hmm.
I did. So you uploaded a new one, so I need to re-download that.
Yeah, because that one has background characters. I you know what? I got my iPad right here. Let me see.
I've got Wayne Alley. I've got the bartender, and then these are a bunch of mine. Wayne looking and watching. These are all the ones that I uploaded. Painting bar shot. Here's our favorite band, Side Curtis.
You have I guess I didn't upload this one. The back view of at the table.
Hold on.
Talking to girls. You needed this one.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
Okay, I'll get you that one. I even put notes on it for you. You can reuse this arm for both sides. So if he's talking, okay. Yeah. Let me see if I can find the one where the pain hold. The pain hold. I could have sworn I had I'll find the table one. Hang on here. Actually,
I might be inventing a memory, but I feel like I've seen it at least.
I do too.
The girls, Wayne, Main, add to the girls. Shot to background. Chalk Bro Main. I've got all these.
Did you need a side shot of? Oh no, it's Side Curtis. Did you say you needed a side? Oh, you have a Side Curtis.
Why is this doing this? Hold on.
Because I've got Side Curtis here.
Okay, now see, this is where we need one of our viewers to invent the logo for Side Curtis. And
Josh would be perfect at that. It would be a great band name, Side Curtis. That's going to be a new band name, a fake band name. Here we go. Look at, I have it right here. All right. Hang on 1 second. I'm just turning on the layers. Okay. Here's the shot you need.
Yep. I don't have that. I've never seen that before.
And then, but the one mystery shot, and both of us, what do they call that? That effect?
Where we all invent something that didn't.
Yes.
I don't know what it's called, but I think it's
Mandela effect.
Here
we go. Is this it right here? Maybe not. Maybe no. See, I have this shot. I thought this was the one with the girl's arms, but those are the legs. But I swear we have a shot of the girl's legs because I remember doing it. I just don't know where it's at. What if it's hidden on one of these layers somewhere?
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is this. I'm going to create a image that I'll send you of the assets that I don't think I have, and then you
Okay.
can.
Perfecto.
Okay, so I need, and I'm just gonna highlight it in. So anything in yellow is something that I don't think I have. So I don't think I have this guy.
Oh, you got to put me back on your screen or put your.
Oh, sure. You want to see things. You're such a.
Otherwise, we're an audio show. We're a podcast. There we go.
Okay, let me do it. This is really annoying. There we go. Okay, that way. Okay, so I'm just going to lower the opacity of this a little bit. There we go. So I need those two guys. Do I have a hand? I think I do. I remember seeing this. Do I have a hand that grabs his arm?
I could have sworn you had that too. Hang on.
Just tell me what the file name is of it if you've got it. I've got this one. I'm gonna do all this stuff I think I have in green.
Okay.
We're at the point now where we got all this. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick this at the top of all.
I'm gonna call it Wayne Grab Arm. Should I email it to you?
No, just drop it. Drop it
okay.
in the drive and then message me with the name of it.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got her, and I think I have that arm. I've got these two. Well, this is slightly different, but I think I can use what we already have.
Yeah, I know I have them at 3/4 view, but I mean it could be a straight on shot. It's fine.
And then I have side views of both of those characters.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a side view of him? And yellow as a just in case. I do have a side view of Wayne.
Yeah, you probably
do. Pretty sure I can just redo that. This shot, we've got everything we need.
Mm-hmm.
This shot, we've got everything we need.
By the way, the background of that shot and the far shot in the alley.
Yeah.
I'll also draw some fighting scenes for that too, because we can use that for a cutaway for fighting scenes.
Okay. Because I don't have what I don't have is like this chain link fence.
No, I changed it. I mean,
okay, so
it's the background of you do have that shot because it's the Wayne shot with the people in the background. I just kind of changed it.
So I got this one.
Yeah.
And then I have this one as well.
Yes. Yeah. I think that went to more of a close up.
Okay. This one I've already rigged his head, and so I'll just use the background that we've already got with the close up of his head.
Okay.
I think I have what I need for this. I think that's that extra arm, right? So
yeah,
I'll just rig that up. Okay, let's look at the other page. I'll just so you're gonna get me these guys.
Yeah.
And these side people, and then I have the rest of this.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got this one. I've got this one. I've got this one. I've got this one and this one. I've got all of these. So all of these are done.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have this as well, and I have this as well. And then I don't have this one.
Let me see what we're doing with that one.
But I don't know if we need that one.
I don't think so either, really. But
we could probably just cut back.
You kind of do have it, actually. It's the side shot, the 3/4 shot of Jock Bro. It's the same one you have as a close-up. Yes. It's just all the elements we would need to reuse.
Okay, so use this one, and then I've got her arm.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a side.
You know what you don't have is you don't have the girls. So I probably need to redraw the two girls reacting.
Yeah, I don't have a profile of any of them.
Yeah, I'll have to send that too.
But I do have. Okay, so let's go profile girl, and then that's hard to say fast. I've got him and his buddies and the background. Okay. So I'll export this and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Green means we've got it. Yellow means I need it. And you might have had it done just and not uploaded it. Or you might have uploaded it and I might have missed it.
A lot of them I can say I probably still need to re-upload it. Or upload it.
Well, we are super close. As we look at this, that's a lot of green.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Cory, I'm wondering, and if I'm going to do the animatic for like the rest of it, especially when I get to the fight scene and stuff like that, do we need a storyboard still?
No, not necessarily.
We'll use the animatic as the storyboard.
Yeah, and I mean, you could literally just use the storyboard as the animatic. I just need to see which scene we're in while we're hearing which thing.
Yeah.
So you could just have a still image of it up while we listen to basically you're going to make a radio play.
Yeah.
And then, maybe leave some notes on the screen like Denise is talking right now or whatever, if it's needed. Right. Yeah. And then I'll just go in and.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. And then we should show the animatic on here too at some point for everybody. Yeah. So you guys can see what. So this is what it's like when Cory and we get together like twice a week, probably, if that, maybe sometimes once a week.
Yeah.
And imagine if we had this like doing this all the time. So if you give to us on Patreon, if you donate generously on Patreon,
I just need to make about $400,000 a month, and then I will quit my job and do this full time.
That sounds probably reasonable. Yeah.
So we just need each one of our fans to donate $200,000 a piece a month, and then
I could get 10 million fans, and each one of those fans gives me 50 cents. I would have $5 million.
There you go.
And I only ask 50 cents a year.
And I just want 10 people to buy me yogurt all the time. That's
10 yogurts.
Yeah, that's all I'm looking for. Okay, cool. So I will export this map of the assets that we have and don't have. And then I will go through, let's see. So let me turn that off. I need to animate the arm grab. And then I need to animate the.
So I gave you
these reaction shots. I
gave you a chain for Unchained Princess. You can reuse that chains for all different.
Yep.
Okay, great. I figured that.
Yeah, I have the chain. I can draw that in. Where is that? Yeah, so I'll draw it right there. Right there. Green. Chain. And I might have that hand too. I feel like I've seen that before. It could have been that we were just talking about it though. I've got him.
I edited or I chopped up Malia's dialogue yesterday. It was great. And then I also did the background voices of you and Malia, and I duplicated them, and it's ridiculous. It sounds hilarious.
Okay. Man, I don't think well on my feet. Like you were like, all right, just riff for a couple of minutes, and I was like,
that's the best part. Listening, because it's like more natural. Because listening, especially when I duplicate it and move things around and change the pitch, it just sounds like people having natural conversations. So it's going to be fine. It's a lot of this stuff there's a lot of preparation and execution that goes into it, and then you just barely hear it in the background.
Right.
That's Hollywood, kids.
So for this shot, this will be done. This will be done. This is basically the grab and the grab. I'll get that. This I can put together. This is basically done. I just need to drop in the backdrop. Oh, do we have a mouth for Wayne?
Yes, I thought I sent it. It was kind of that pretty basic one. I thought that was one of the first things. It's on his main. There's a file called Wayne Mouths, actually. Is it on there?
Wayne Mouths. I have. This is one I've never. Oh yeah. I have an A, and an O,
Yeah.
and an L.
And remember, we were saying it doesn't have to. It's just going to be. In fact, I would get rid of. Maybe we just use 3. Maybe we just use
The
A.
O and A.
Yeah, because I'm not going to sit there. I can't sit there and match the O's like I do with my stuff.
Right.
It's going to be talking.
Yeah. I'll just rotate through it really fast.
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that.
All right.
I need to leave myself a note because I don't want to watch an hour of this again to just remind myself what I'm supposed to be doing.
Wait a minute. You don't replay this multiple times over and over?
You know what I do is I play this as white noise as I fall asleep at night, and then I dream about it, and then I wake up and I have had no rest.
And you know what else? White noise open for side curtains.
Yeah, white noise and the,
yeah.
and the
And it was not a good crowd. I just want to tell you that showed up for that one.
Oh, good stuff.
It got a little edgy there.
I think that's it.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
You're almost done with assets.
Yeah. So yep. So I will do that, and I will get working on an animatic, and I'm kind of excited to do the animatic because now I can start laying the voices down. And then it's about getting you filler stuff, and then it's about figuring out which shots I'm gonna the bartender method, 2-layer, 2 shots bartender. The 2-layer bartender method where I'm going to chop in and out, cut in and out, and then which ones you're going to actually do. I guess Jock Bro 100% you because he's one blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'm all him.
Okay. All right. We got this.
Yeah, and then Wayne, I'll give you the bartender method as well.
All the close-ups except for Jock Bro. I'll be easy. I'll do those.
Do Curtis and the other dude ever talk?
The other dude doesn't talk. Curtis does.
Okay.
That's where I'll have to show you on the animatic. He just says some bad, and here's where the people get cut out of the thing. Like I might cut some Curtis lines, or we'll see how the flow goes. But that's going to be fun. I like doing that. And
do you want? I could use the mouths that you gave me for Wayne for Curtis if they.
I might have to give you some generic mouths because Curtis isn't missing teeth like that, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Or is he might be missing it. He has a gold tooth, I think.
Okay.
Now that we're just going to cycle through the mouths, you only need like two mouths or something like that. Maybe 3.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
You can send those all on a layer or multiple layers. I'll do that.
Cool.
All right. We're good to go then.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Happy Monday off.
Good. Thank you.
This is the show. Jim Lujan and Cory Kerr collaborate live.